Well, I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did.
It does seem to get better and better over time.
Sort of like a fine old wine.
Does that mean you've forgiven me my trespasses?
Which one?
Well, I was going to tell you that I was back in charge at Crane, but I just didn't have time before you found out from Ethan.
You know, Julian, I don't believe that for 1 minute, but somehow it just doesn't make me angry. You were a conniving scoundrel when I first met you, and you still are these many odd years later.
The years have been odd.
Well, it's sort of like that old saw, the devil you know.
Well, I could say the same thing about you. You always were a treacherous excuse for a wife, lying to me from the very start.
Well, you deserved every deception.
Yes. And now we deserve each other, Eve and Sam's cast-offs. They thought we'd spend the rest of our lives pining for their self-righteous souls. I don't know about you, but I think I like this much better.
Somehow I think that everything that's happened, everything we've gone through, well, it was supposed to. It's what brought us back here.
Does that mean that you don't regret losing Sam Bennett? I thought that one never got over the first love of one's life.
Will you tell me, Julian, are you harboring some dark secret from me still? Do you still love Eve?
Come in.
Hi, I got your message. You wanted to see me?
Valerie, come in. Close the door. Have a seat. I heard about the attack in my office, and I wanted to make sure that you were all right.
I'm grateful it wasn't any worse.
So this creature, for lack of a better name, jumped you and then tied you up?
You know, it all just happened so fast.
And then you didn't even seek medical attention, I understand.
Oh, no, I'm physically okay. I mean, a little shaken up, yes, but nothing hurt. I didn't see a reason to get checked out.
You are so lucky, because this monster has killed before and is killing people right in his path. I mean, Fancy almost died, and poor Dr. Smith. It's just chilling to think that some cold-blooded murderer was right in this office.
Tell me about it.
And I'm sorry, why were you here in the first place?
Oh, my gosh, with everything that happened, I totally forgot why I came here in the first place. I have news for you. It's about your son.
Tell me.
He contacted me. He wants to meet with you.
Some do for others, others do for self. But only the smart ones choose the elf. Good for you, Kay, for telling the old hag to bag it. Only I can help you find your little sister.
Listen to him, Kay. Tell him you've changed your mind.
But she hasn't, old lady. Because she knows that I'm the only one that can help her find her sister.
He's right, Tabitha. I can't just let my sister die out there somewhere. Not if there's a chance in hell I can save her.
Hell. And that's exactly where you're going to spend the rest of your days if you don't tell this evil elf where to get off. He may be small, but his evil knows no bounds.
I don't care about his character flaws right now, okay? I just need to find my sister before it's too late.
Ice and fire, fire and ice. Be good to the elf if you want something nice. It's easy, Kay. I do something for you, you do something for me.
Don't listen to him, Kay. Get rid of him. Get rid of him before he destroys us all.
I have to use whatever powers I have to save my sister, okay?
Time's running out to find your sister. Wouldn't it be tragic to know that you missed her?
Okay, don't.
I have to.
You surprised to see me? I wish I could say the same, but I've walked in on you and Teresa wrapped up in each other's arms far too many times to raise an eyebrow.
Gwen, what are you doing here?
This is just so utterly boring and really predictable to find you two sneaking around like horny teenagers. You know, if it weren't so incredibly pathetic, I would laugh. It's like a soap opera. You know, you catch one episode and then another one 10 years later and nothing's changed. But that's just TV. What's your excuse?
Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are my passion for life.
Pins and needles. Needles and pins. Ignore the old hag. I don't have a rhyme. Just ignore the old hag and listen to me.
Listen to him, Kay.
Please, Tabitha, Jessica would have never gotten involved with Spike if it weren't for my sins.
Oh, so now you think you're a sinner, do you? Well, go and give your confession to Father Lonigan then. But don't trust this damn elf. He's not from Santa's toy shop, you know. He's a demon from the dark side.
Well, if the dark side can help me save my sister, then it's worth it.
Haven't you learned anything from the last time you made a deal with the dark forces? You swore then that you'd never make the same mistake.
Yeah, well, this is different, okay? This time I'm trying to do something right.
Well, demon elves don't know from right. Either send him away or I will.
No, Tabitha, okay? He is my only hope of rescuing Jessica from whatever horror Spike is subjecting her to.
Well, what about the search party? They're all out there right now.
No, they're not. They went back to the police station to question Spike some more. God, Jessica could be out there right now dying. Please, just don't ask me to send away the only person that can help me find her.
But he won't help you. He just wants a favor from you. Listen, if you've never heeded me before, please, Kay, take this warning. You will rue this night forever. Flames of evil, elf of pain. Put out the fire. Make it rain.
No, Tabitha, let him finish.
This is for your sake, Kay, for all our sakes.
I'll get you for this, Tabitha.
Not if I get you first, Shorty. Go away, now. Vamoose. Go back to the dark, shadowy world you came from, or I'll zap you into Fluffy's kitty litter box.
You're full of it, Agatha. You can't get rid of me, and you know it. Kay's the one who brought me here, and she's the only one that can make me leave.
Tell him to leave, Kay. Tell the pointy-eared short stack to take a hike or he'll regret it. Don't get drawn in, Kay. Just tell the little hellion to go back where he came from. Go on, tell him, tell him.
Would you believe the entire time I was away, my mother kept begging me to come home?
She missed you.
No, she wanted me to come home to save my marriage. Right, as if we had a marriage worth saving.
Well, we did, Gwen, but you walked out on me. Remember that?
Excuse me, you know damn well why I left, so don't you dare stand there and insult me. I caught you with Teresa one too many times, and I got sick and tired of crying into my pillow every night, knowing that even though you were physically by my side, in your heart you were always pining for this one right there. That is why I left, and do not pretend that you don't know it. But my mother, on the other hand, couldn't get used to the finality of my decision, so she kept calling and calling and calling and telling me that I still had a chance to work things out with you. And would you believe she even called to tell me that Teresa had blown her chance to be with you because she up and married that poor sap, Jared Casey. You don't understand. Okay, does anyone understand anything you do, Teresa? I don't think so. And the worst part is my soon-to-be ex-husband doesn't even seem to care. Wait a second. Do you mean to tell me that my mother wasn't joking? You married Jared Casey.
She did marry Jared, but
Wait a second. After all of the grief that you caused successfully getting rid of me, you are still not with Ethan, your fated soulmate? What a joke! You are such a lame joke, and no doubt the laughing stock of harmony.
So you actually talked to him? What did he sound like? What did he say exactly?
Slow down, Eve.
I know, I'm sorry. It's just, well, this is a dream come true for me. I mean, I knew that we were getting close, but you talked to him. That's more than I hoped for.
Well, I am glad that I could help you.
So, when does he want to meet me?
Well, he wants to meet you and Julian together.
Oh, of course, that makes sense. Want to meet both of your biological parents at the same time?
Well, your son is waiting to hear back from me about a time. Do you want me to ask Julian when I get back to Crane?
No. No, I'll do that. I think it should come from me.
There was one other thing he expressed. Something that I could tell was really important to him.
Well, I'd want to do anything for him.
He was hoping that you and his father, Julian, would get back together. He knows that you guys came close and broke up again recently. But he was hoping there still was room for reconciliation.
Oh. That's the one thing I don't
Think about it, Eve. Your son has been through hell and back. And now that he's found you, he wants the intact family he's never had.
God, I would give him that if I could.
Well, I guess that's up to you. I just wanted to let you know what he said.
Thank you so much, Valerie. I am going to track Julian down, and we'll make this appointment, and I'll call you back as soon as I know.
So, tell me, are you finally and truly over Eve?
I could ask you the same question about Sam.
Only I asked you first.
Yes, I'm over Eve. Just as much as it's over between you and Sam. It's really rather a moot point, isn't it? Neither of them want anything to do with either of us ever again.
Oh, Julian. Does true love just exist in fairy tales, or just for other people, not for us?
Yeah, I'm the wrong man to ask that. I think my relationship with Eve was based more on fantasy than anything real, what I imagined could have been, instead of what really was.
I think it was the same for Sam and for me. All that longing for something we never actually had, except for when we were young and so naive.
It does no good to talk about it. I'm just lucky that I've been given a second chance with you.
Second? I think we're on our third or our
Who's
fourth.
counting?
Well, I feel fortunate to be with a man who loves me in spite of my faults.
Oh, to hell with that. I love you because of your faults.
That's what I mean. It's sort of comforting and reassuring not to have to walk around on eggshells, worried that I'm going to say or do the wrong thing any minute.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, that goes both ways, you know. I think we should celebrate our reunion with a toast. Let me get some champagne.
Well, why don't we just go back to the house?
What? You mean retreat to that boring old bed?
Well, Julian, what do you think? The desk? How randy of you.
Yes. It's just the beginning, my love.
All those years, I really wondered whether you were in your right mind. Now I know for sure you're not, and you never were.
You know what? That's enough, Gwen.
Oh, don't you dare defend her to me. You come to her rescue with anyone else if you must, but don't you dare do it with me. She chased after you for years while we were married like a famished vulture, always there, always hovering above, just waiting to swoop in to collect what she thought was her due.
Stop.
So what do? I made it easy for you. I left, Therese. I even filed for divorce. There was no more Gwen and Ethan. There was no more obstacles standing in the way of your obsession with fate and your desperate need to have a happily ever after with my husband. There was no more Gwen, just Ethan, your Prince Charming, all by his lonesome and, as always, ever pining for his little princess.
Okay, just
So
stop.
what happens when I gift you both with my absence? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Teresa, he was yours for the taking. What happened? Because surely Ethan did not push you away. And Lord knows he never had the guts for that.
Hey, I didn't push her away.
Of course you didn't. This was all Teresa. She could have gone to you. She could have. But she married Jared. Now, of course, not that Jared isn't appealing and rather sweet in his own way, but Teresa, you could have had Ethan. What was it? I mean, really? Were you just so used to playing victim that when lying and cheating and backstabbing weren't part of your day, you didn't know what to do? Seriously, I'm confused here because for years you swore up and down all the time that you and Ethan were meant to be. You were fated soulmates, right? And then lo and behold, you go and you marry someone else?
It's really not that simple, Gwen.
Well, it never is with you. And now, of course, it appears that marrying Jared isn't keeping you away from Ethan anyway. I mean, of course, why should the little matter of marriage vows and wedding rings stand in your way now? Because they certainly never did before. So seriously, I need to know what it was. I mean, were you only hot for him when you were sneaking around? Was he not fun or exciting enough when it's out in the open? God, you need help, Teresa. You need some serious therapy.
Why don't you cut?
Oh, and you are not one bit better than she is. You're both sick and twisted.
You are my passion for life.
Oh, did I hurt you?
Oh, no! Oh, this did!
What?
I wonder if Julian will be as excited about seeing our son as I am.
He was hoping that you and his father, Julian, would get back together. He knows that you guys came close and broke up again recently, but he was hoping there still was room for reconciliation.
Valerie's not wrong. My son has lost so much, and if he wants me and Julian together, then maybe that's a reason for me to give Julian another chance. Julian, Julian! God, not again! You two, you're just a pair of running pigs!
Did you ever learn to knock?
Send the little guy packing before he destroys us all.
But he can lead me to Jessica.
Oh, yes, indeedy. Yes, I can. I'm the key to saving your sister's life. I know where she is. I know what she's going through at this very moment.
Tell me, where is she?
Dot, dot, dot. You know the deal.
Yes, a price that's too dear. Even if you have never heeded my advice before, heed it now, Kay, please.
Fine. If your sister's life isn't worth saving, I'll be on my merry way.
But you can't ask me to send him away, not if he knows where my sister is.
I keep telling you, he doesn't know where she is, and even if he does, you can't trust him further than you can kick him. He's from the deepest depths of the dark side. None of them know how to keep their word. In fact, it's a matter of principle not to keep your word.
She's just mad because I've gotten the best of her in the past. You can trust me. All you have to do is give me what I want.
Which is what?
Just a wee little thing. Oh, yes. Just a wee little thing that you will wind up paying for forever, that we will all wind up paying for forever. Do you want me to run down the list of atrocities that this little elf himself has committed under the auspices of his lower downs? Well, first, he's caused tears and heartache and torment.
You're just jealous of my connections, you old has-been weearch.
I'll show you a has-been.
Okay, Tabitha, stop. I can't take this fighting. I just need to find my sister. She needs my help.
Aye, that she does. If what I'm feeling is any indication.
Wait, what are you feeling? Tell me.
Help me. I can't breathe.
Somebody help me! I'm going to die! Dear God, now what? Now what?
To think that I ever loved you so much that I put up with years of hurt and humiliation. And for what? For what? For you? A pathetic excuse for a man who even now can't break free from a woman who's obviously chosen someone else? Ethan, God, you're just, you're a loser, really. You're a loser who can't see what everyone else does as plain as day. Teresa married Jared. She picked him over you. And instead of gathering what's left of your dignity and moving on with your life, you are following her around like a little puppy dog.
I think that's enough.
Hasn't she embarrassed you enough? Are you really that desperate to be with her that you're hanging in there even after she's made her choice public?
You don't know the whole story,
Ethan, everybody knows exactly what's going on here but you. You finally had the opportunity to be with Ethan, and you go and you marry Jared Casey. Teresa, do you ever look in the mirror and think about the lives you've destroyed with your game playing? And because you would not let Ethan go. You would not let Ethan go no matter how many times he asked you, no matter how many times I begged you. You wouldn't let him go. You absolutely had to have him. That is until he became available. And then you go ahead and you choose someone else.
It's like Ethan said, you don't know the whole
What I
story.
do know, Teresa, is that you're still stringing him along. And what's worse is that he keeps letting you. He's just waiting around, waiting for whatever crumbs you're going to toss his way, and it's disgusting. I don't know how I ever respected you, because I certainly don't now.
Are you done? Because it's pretty obvious that you despise me, Gwen. Fine, I get it. But I have a question for you. What are you doing here?
What's wrong with you, Julian? I mean, what is it with you having sex on the desk? It's like it's some kind of porno flick.
Well, we just couldn't wait to get home, if you want to know, could we, sweetheart?
Yes, that's right. You have nothing better to do with your time than to interrupt my private moments. I was under the distinct impression you wanted nothing more to do with me.
Yes, well, your impression is correct, Julian. God, you're just disgusting. I don't even know why I'm surprised, because it's obvious that you've always deserved each other, and you still do.
Well, thank you, Eve, thank you, because we're very, very happy, I might add, and in love, aren't we, Julian?
You know what, you just stop it, because neither one of you would even know what the word means.
Tell her, Julian, tell her we're in love.
Yes. Unlike you, Ivy knows and appreciates the real me.
Yeah.
The real you? The real you, Julian? Which real you would that be? Is that the man who wants to rule the Crane Empire? Or is that the man who learned every vile, amoral thing that he could from his father? Or no, maybe that's the man who's just so gentle and so vulnerable when he needs to pretend to be.
Enough!
Oh, I could tell you about so many different Julians. But I can see that you're very busy, and I've frankly seen quite enough. So, have a nice life. You're just two sewer rats in couture clothing.
Wait a minute, surely you didn't come in here just to flaunt your high moral values in our faces.
No, as a matter of fact, Julian, I came in here for other business. Our son.
What?
Yeah. Oh, I was under the mistaken impression that if it was important to me, that it might be important to you.
Well, yes, what have you found out?
No, Julian, never mind, because you know what? I don't really feel like sharing right now.
Yes, he's my son too. I want to know.
All right. Our son contacted Valerie, and he wants to meet with us.
Help me. I can't breathe.
Oh, God. Tabitha, Jessica's dying even as we're standing here. Where is she? Where's my sister? Take me to her right now, damn it.
Don't let him lure you in, Kay.
Take me to her. Where is she?
I'm warning you, Kay. You can't trust this little bugger.
I knew you'd come around. I always knew that mortals were sentimental when it came to family. So here's the deal, Kay.
Don't listen to him, Kay. He's playing on your fear. using it to try and get something out of you that you will regret giving him. I will help you find Jessica. We'll go together. We don't need this tricky, treacherous trickster.
Where are you gonna look, old lady? Harmony's a big place. By the time you find her, and that is if you find her, she may be long dead. You're never gonna find her without my help. Not in time, anyway.
God, what am I gonna do?
That's why I'm here, to help you make the right decision. And just to show you that I'm in a good mood, I'm gonna give you a little freebie.
What kind of freebie?
A hint, a tidbit of information that won't cost you a thing. Call it a good faith deposit.
No, there's no such thing as good faith on the dark side.
Your sister is somewhere in the midst of many trees.
The woods. She's in the woods.
That's what I said.
Let's go.
No. He could be lying, of course.
No, I think he's right. I think that's where they were looking for her at. What part of the woods is she in?
That kind of specificity's gonna cost you. Deal or no deal?
No deal.
Why would I lie to you when you got something I want?
Because every word out of your mouth is a lie. Okay, please trust me on this. I'll help you find your sister. I'll use all my witchly powers to find her, but don't listen to another word from this evil elf. He's evil incarnate in a small packet. Come on, let's get out of here. Come on.
You're not getting rid of me that easy, Tabby.
It's a logical question, Gwen. If you're as contemptuous of me as you say you are, why are you here?
Well, if you think it's part of some master plan to win you back, you should get over yourself. I'm here to finalize our divorce. I want to get on with my life. I want the sham of a marriage behind me once and for all.
Well, you could have done that by mail. The same way that you sent me divorce papers.
No, I couldn't. The hearing is in Harmony. We both need to be there. It's the quickest, easiest way to sever any bond that we ever had. So you can break out the champagne. Mama can finally throw you an engagement party. I forgot you're already married. So Ethan's divorce isn't going to fix things for you now,
All right, Gwen, you know what? You made your point. Just give me the date and
No, there's
I will...
another reason I came. I miss my little girl and I want to see Jane.
Jane is my child, Gwen.
Don't even start. I mean, I'm warning you not even to go there. You have taken enough already. Teresa, do you always have to have more, no matter who you're going to hurt? And God, I am so glad I'll never have to deal with you again. But you must have a really high threshold for pain to want to put up with her insanity. You know, I almost feel sorry for you for letting yourself be manipulated by her. And the worst part is you don't even realize she's doing it.
Gwen's right, Ethan. Oh, so right.
Jessica! Jess, it's me. We're gonna find you. Jessica!
I never realized how big these woods are.
Oh, don't tell me you're giving up.
No, certainly not. I'm just hoping that little freak of an elf wasn't lying when he said that she was in the midst of trees. I mean, it may not help, but it's a start.
Well, we just have to be methodical about it. Methodical and fast. Oh, God, please let us find her in time.
You're getting warmer.
Mendacious maggot!
Okay, where are you? This isn't funny.
Oops. Colder now. Hola, chicas.
Now, scram you!
Is that any way to talk to the guy that's trying to help you find your sister? What's that old mortal slogan? No good deed goes unpunished.
Take your smart aleck self and get lost.
You're the ones that are lost. Don't you want me to help you find your sister, Kay?
Yes, but are you positive she's in the woods?
Your friend Tabitha has ticked me off. I refuse to answer any more questions on the grounds that it may incriminate.
Okay, are you gonna help me or not?
That depends.
No, we don't need him. Come on, we'll do it ourselves. Enough of this taunting. Jessica!
Wow. Well, maybe she's up in this direction. Oh, maybe she's over here. Where could she be? Jessica. You know, I could use a little technical support.
We are wasting time here.
Wait. You found something. Where is she? Where's my sister?
Darned if I know. But if my trusty instrumentation is working correctly, there might be a little change back in here. Look at that. Just enough to buy me a double mocha latte in town.
Oh, I won't let you torture Kay like this.
Please, just help me find my sister.
I'd be more than happy to help you find your sister. I just need a little something from you in return.
I won't let you trick her.
It's up to you, girlie. We can go and look for your sister and find her. But time is running out, to be honest. So do you want to make a deal with me or not?
Somebody, please!
Don't get dressed because of me. I'm not staying.
Well, you're not leaving either, not until you tell me what Valerie told you.
He just said that he wanted to see us. I mean, after all, Julian, we are his birth parents. And after all, he was stolen from me the night that he was born. But I see that you have so many more important things to do, so I will just tell Valerie to tell him that you've just got too many important things on your plate.
No, he's my son, and I want to see him as much as you do.
Well, maybe I don't want him to see you. Hasn't he had enough disappointment in his life, Julian? Does he really need to find out that his birth father is a sleazebag? I think it's better that he never find out. It's better that he have any other man in the world as a role model. And if he takes after you in any fashion, well, God help him.
Don't worry about her, Julian. She's just jealous.
I'm just wasting precious air. Nobody's going to find me. Ow! That was the baby. My baby. My baby's kicking. My baby's alive and kicking. It's not fair. It's one thing to kill me, but not my baby. Not my baby.
Jessica! Jessica!
Jessica!
Oh, God, what if he's right, Tabitha? What if we're too late? What if when we find her, she's already...
Don't say it. Don't give in to negative thinking. That's what he wants. Jessica! Jessica, where are you? It's Tabitha here.
She's wrong about me, you know. I'm the only chance of saving your sister from certain death.
Well, we know she's out here somewhere.
It's like the old crone says, it's a big wood. You two can scour every inch of this place. There's no guarantee of finding her. And if by some chance you stumble on her, she may already be dead. Is that what you want?
Of course not.
What would your father think if he knew that you had a chance to save your little sister, but you didn't have the guts to do it? Do you want that on your pretty head? Knowing that you could have done something to help your little sister, but you just couldn't do it.
Okay. Okay. I will make a deal with you. I will do whatever you want. Just please help me find my sister.
Very wise decision, Kay. Very wise indeed.
You know, it would be tragic if it weren't so funny.
You know, if you're through telling me off, Gwen,
Actually,
then
I'm
what?
not. You know? Since I'm about to dissolve our meaningless marriage, you are going to have to put up with me as long as I'm here. So really, I mean, you really need to tell me why you are allowing this tramp to pull all your strings. Ethan, you're a lawyer. If one of your clients behaved the way Teresa does, surely you would tell them to get other representation. You would never defend a raving lunatic.
Oh, shut up.
No, see? That is the beauty part of this whole divorce. I don't owe you anything. I don't have to take anything from you anymore, and I certainly don't need to shut up. I can say whatever I want to because I've already lost everything that matters. It's actually really quite freeing in a way. You want to say something to me?
I'm just standing there thinking how much anger and resentment you have built up inside you. I mean, you really hate me, don't you?
Ethan, there is so much about me that you don't know. You never did. Oh, I may hate you, Ethan, but God, I will never stop loving you.
Well, she's got a hell of a lot of nerve calling me crazy. She's clearly the one off her rocker, right? Raving lunatic. You do see that, don't you? You do know that I would never manipulate you. I would never try to pull your strings. You do know that I had to marry Jared. And you do understand that everything that she just said were rantings of a major psycho.
You're losing your hold over him, Teresa. Sooner or later, Ethan will be all mine.
She doesn't love you, Ethan. She loves me. She's my wife.
I won't let them execute you. I won't lose you, so you can't give up.
I want you to kill Teresa.